Hi Andy, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Andy Van Can is a big supporter of new inventions and of the local area. So he's keen to meet SmartBurn inventor Peter Hutchison, who lives just 20 kilometres away in Busselton.
And I understand, Peter, at the moment, SmartBurn is still privately owned by yourself and your wife, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, one of the things that maybe you could consider, which is something that Kinetic faced in the early days, is to get some money in that you may want to look at relinquishing some of that ownership, not too much of it and not too quickly, to get some investors in who then will be buying equity, so they're getting something straight away. You keep control though, certainly initially. In terms of conquering the world, as it were, rather than spread yourself too thinly, maybe the strategy that you could look at is to find companies, perhaps even companies that are already in similar industries, that would be very interested in becoming the representatives of your technology in those countries, and then you issue a licence to them. So they essentially would then take it and run with it. It would be their energy, their local infrastructure, and you would then have agreements with them where you're really getting royalty income rather than direct sales income.
How did you actually find investors to help bring your company to the next level?
There were two phases, Peter. The first phase was really the small investors that we attracted through the romance of West Aussie company, battlers, great idea. How do we get them interested? By demonstration, by getting them to share our vision and our passion for this crazy Aussie idea. And it worked for us. And then in '99, we came to the attention of a very large American corporate, already in the automotive industry, looking for a technology for them to take even further. And we said, look, these Americans are interested and they're willing to pay a reasonable share price. Maybe it's time for all of us to sell. And ultimately, a year later, we did.
How did you improve your sales?
We very quickly realised that to be the manufacturer of the technology would really take us away from what we were and where we started. So we decided that we would restrict ourselves to prototypes. We would prototype the technology for the customers, we would prove the technology to the customers, but we wouldn't make it. So I think maybe that's where you should be looking at your 5 to 10 year plan, is maybe not try too hard to manufacture and go volume. Maybe what you should be doing is saying, this is great technology, let's find other people to do that for us. Then you will need to skill up with your licensing skills, your negotiating skills, and of course what underpins that is a very strong intellectual property portfolio.